Hey guys, Starting coming at you with another game of Terraria. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. It's okay, it doesn't matter. We're gonna try to go fishing, unless I forget. I picked up some, like, bait or something. Buckets of bait. I don't know what they look like. I would have put them into a box and tried to forget about it. Here they are. Cans of worms. Alright, so we've got a gold worm and some other worms. Now all we need to do is find a place to go fish. This is going very well indeed. Very well indeed. Everything we could have hoped for. Alright, yeah, we can try to find some water over that way. Yes. I got too caught up in looking at the map. I didn't see the slime in front of me. They blended right in with the background. That is how they get you. Alright, so if we can fish here, what do we want to do about it? We also have, like, we have some abilities. You normally can't walk on water. You can if you're me. You know, I'm sure plenty of other people can too. Slimes do, for example. So I guess, like, if we could fish here, then we'd have to build, like, a little place to fish more safely. Can we fish just, like, standing on the water? These are questions. Did I bring the fishing rod? Yes. If we just put the ammo over here, does it get used? Our worms' ammo? Because if we don't build a house to protect us, then... You know, oh, that one brought us iron ore, how polite. Then we're gonna get interrupted by, like, bunnies or any other stuff, but so... Alright. I have caught a bass. Marvelous. It's just like you would expect fishing to work. You stand on top of water, and then you patiently catch your bass. Then you run away from the slimes who are trying to steal your fish. It's incredibly rude of them. Unfortunately, you know, I don't know how long these worms are gonna last. We failed. This is what it's all about right here. Oh, I probably was hitting the wrong click. I just should have been right-clicking. There you go. Did that say 2 gold? No. I mistook whatever I was seeing. We're under attack again. You know, we should probably make, like, a little hut to fish out of. But how? Well, we will build it out of tree. That'll be the thing to do. Bass are a material, so that's good. That makes sense. I often look at bass and think, what could I turn you into? Perhaps you fish in different biomes and can catch different things. We'll have to test it out. We'll have to walk lefter here in a second. After we deal with this paratrooping slime. There we go. And this one. You know. Maybe fishing in the middle of this lake isn't gonna work. But I got a kite. Marvelous. It's not windy though. We can't fly it right now. I have flown a kite before in Terraria. It's excellent. It's not as good as flying a real kite, but I mean, what is? Another bass. Marvelous. Truly wonderful stuff. I think maybe all we're gonna get here is bass. We can try to fish other places. Bass are good, you know. And, you know, they're inspiring to the sport fishermen, right? Like, bass are a beloved fish to get. Because they can get so large. And it impresses people. I mean, not me. I don't do it myself. Some of my best friends are fishermen, though. A penguin. We must protect them at all speed. The only way to protect a penguin is to get away from it, because we don't have the item to protect them from us. And what if there was a zombie? There's an airship in the background. Very cool. I love airships because I'm a normal person, and like all normal people, I think they're very cool. This is a crafting table. We put it there in the past sometime. Anyway, oh right. We need to see if ice fishing works well. We forgot the whole point of this venture. I was like, we're gonna walk even lefter than before. There was water over here. I remember it. There might have been more later. Maybe not. Got little snowflakes falling. It's a nice little scene, you know. You better believe if I could walk on top of water, I would just casually do it like this all the time, just to show off. Be like, oh yeah, I'll go fishing with you. Oh, a boat? No, I'm good. You'll need to bring one, though. I'm not gonna, like, carry you. Alright, another bass. Perhaps the cold water doesn't matter. Perhaps the surface is all the same. We'll find out. If we go slightly lefter, then we'll be in the land of the corruption. Which I haven't gone to before. Well, I haven't lived through going to before. Atlantic Cod! We found the Atlantic Ocean, everybody. It's right here with the penguin. Don't worry about it. It's acceptable. I like penguins. I'm not trying to kick them out of the Atlantic Ocean. Hey, great. I'm glad you're liking this stream. No, there's definitely penguins in the Atlantic Ocean. I just don't think they live where the cod does. I'm not an expert. I'm not. I don't want to present myself as a person who knows. I just like penguins. I don't like them, and I don't like them so much that I know everything. And I don't have any feelings whatsoever about the Atlantic cod. I just feel like the cod and the penguin don't live around each other. The crate and the penguin obviously do. The wooden crate and the penguin are well-known companions. It was full of money. Oh no, calamity. That's the worst kind of thing to have. After all, when you have money, you can lose it. Any money I ever leave home with, I just think, okay, this is torn. There's no point in even trying to go on as if this money is not going to be thrown away at the altar of the greed of these demon eyes. Who, again, you know, like, are rude. Because I didn't do anything to them that they know about. Or that I know about. What we need is a bird hat. That's what we really need. But unfortunately, I don't have one. Yeah, just fishing, exactly. In Stardew, I didn't fish for like the longest time. I didn't understand the minigame and it frustrated me, even though it's very simple. I just didn't notice the little fish symbol. And fishing is almost certainly somewhat less important to Terraria than fishing was to Stardew Valley, where it was actually, like, essentially mandatory. Man, that was a great game, though. I played this first, of course. But I played Stardew significantly more. Alright. I don't know what's going on. Oh no. Okay. I can see again. I don't have any health potions. Not perfect. I was trying to build like a platform so that I could put a torch down so I could see. But that wasn't what happened. That wasn't it at all. It's like he looked like he had a shield up, but all he did was die. Alright. We've got a little step stool too, that's good. You know, that inspires. Oh, and we can shoot from on top of it. Oh, actually, now I love this item more than anything in the game. I used to think it was silly and obsolete, but now I see where it's at. You know, you can just you can get a little bit more range without having to move around and recorrect. Excellent, perfect, flawless. Other words. All right, so this one didn't grow, but it looks like all these other trees basically grew from the saplings earlier, because these were the trees I cut down. Do they get taller? We'll see. We'll leave these for a bit. Hey, we got a healing potion, that's good. It's, you know, it is not as good as the other ones were, unless it's the same, and they were lesser healing potions as well. It's the same. They have the same name. We already have one of their excellent snowsuits. Armored shackle, what did we get on it? That's the important thing, of course. 4 defense total, awesome. 1 defense on it, and then 3 defense on the mod. The accessories, some of them you want because they're very strong themselves. You know, they give you an ability, like being able to stand up slightly taller, which is nice. And some of them, you know, you wear because they give you some good stats, even though that's all they provide. So what do we want to take off here? No. Not today. Not today, Demon Eye. I mean, maybe later today, Demon Eye. Alright, so vine rope thing, wall sliding, water walking. We kind of want water walking when we're fishing on the water. Wait, what's my least favorite boss? Oh, I don't even know that I would say that I have one. I don't have a lot of Terraria experience. I beat the Wall of Flesh, you know, one time, and then I I did quit, like, very shortly after going into hard mode. And then I tried to pick it up again and quit. I've got, like 35, 37 hours, something like that, total. But I don't know, like, anything about the game. I wouldn't say I have, like, a least favorite boss, though. One does not spring to mind. I don't really love the slime guy. I've never beat him. He always shows up when I can't do anything about it, which makes me so mad, and then he kills me. But anyway, yeah, I've never beat the slime guy. But I don't like hate him. I don't know anything about him. Maybe he's a terrific whistler or something. Who knows? Not me. This little funnel in the mountain, actually pretty solid for dealing with these fools. So we get black lens. That's a special one. Usually 3 defense on the snow hood. Oh, I look so warm. Take us up to, like, a pretty good total amount. 9, yeah. We didn't get the shackle on yet. Alright, so the stool, I, like, totally now believe in. Vine rope doesn't matter right now. But I do love vine rope. We're gonna have to carry that with us for the whole... Alright, now we're at 13. Which is, you know, an even better number than 9. Everybody knows that about the number 13. It's like most people only know a couple of facts about it. And that's one of them. Slightly more than 9. Hey Luke, how's it going? I am almost out of arrows. This is not ideal, given that I am embroiled in a fight. Well, not to their death. I don't know if they're alive properly. To my death. A fight to half of the death here with the demon eyes. I'm not 100% sure if they're their own entities or if they are like fragments of the greater monstrosity, right? I confess I haven't looked into it. I don't know if there's any ambiguity baked in, but it just seems like maybe they're all the same thing. Slime Bus can drop the slime staff to your pet detecting while you fish. Yeah, I miss my bird hat. Bird hat was tremendous. It's such a good bird. He's called Luca. Just like my bird in Minecraft. Named for Luca Brasi from The Godfather. And now he has fallen victim to one of the classic blunders. He has become involved in a land war in Terraria in the middle of the snow. And now that I've got this warm hat, I don't have to worry so much about, you know, the problems. I don't remember where I even found a bird hat in the past. I didn't get one here. It's like a staff that puts the bird nest on your head, and then it flies around to fight your foes. I just call it bird hat. It's not really a hat. It's a weapon. Luke, you say you started a Dragon campaign? Nice, nice. 37, you finally got through. Well, even though you misplaced him, at least you took care of him. Because, I mean, what a menace, right? What an awful, awful experience is to deal with that rat. Yep. Probably gonna play between 5 and 11 hours of Total War tomorrow. I don't know what number it's gonna be, you know. Probably. I might play something else, but I imagine I'll start another campaign and then forget various things, like whether or not I've eaten recently. Hey, OxyClean, what's up, man? How are you? How are you, dude? Only 3/4 spirits looks. Ah, man. You know, a pitiful -15, and then you'll get, like, the -3 from her trait, and then, you know, like, yeah, you might actually have to fight a couple of people. You're starting a Mega War in Cathay, but they're not even elves. I'm surprised at you. Are you planning on dealing with the elves? Since they're there. Oh, right. There's stone here, and that is what we were looking for. I mean, not really. We just need arrows. We're gonna go somewhere. Hey, we found the jungle. That's right. We should have been trying to... Or is this really a jungle? I don't know. We need more stone for arrows anyway. And then... we need to keep on going and trying to fish. Yeah, it's almost certain that Gelt has done something wrong before. Welcome to East Dahlia, gentlemen. You got class tomorrow, Oxy? Nice, nice. Taking anything cool, or is it all like, you know, all crunchy stuff that you gotta take? Are you taking like sword fighting or sailboating, knot tying, anything, you know? Yeah, I tend to prefer anything that has platforming elements. I usually prefer to play with a controller, and in that vein, I wouldn't say I have a preference, but the very few times I've picked up a controller, I've immediately wished for a mouse when playing Terraria. It definitely feels like just for the clicking around and moving stuff and putting stuff down on the map, that having access to the precision of a mouse will make you much happier in the long run. But this is the only platform I've played on. But just strictly based on inputs, that's what I would say. It's one more cost effective. I would imagine you could get better sales for PC, but I don't know if that's true. You can often get very, very deep discounts for PC games, but perhaps that's true of consoles in the modern era. I don't really do gaming on anything else. I have an N64. I own a Switch, the first one, but I'd never play it. Motion graphics and senior game development one. And then a bunch of stuff that you have to have. Sounds interesting, though. Motion graphics, or it sounds like a lot of you know, hard work and effort to understand concepts, depending on how it is. Do I like the boomerang and chakram? I have never used them. I've also not used these throwing knives or shuriken. I sold the shuriken, even though they're cooler than throwing knives are. Controversial, I know. Throwing knives are very cool. I should specify. Shuriken abstractly are, to me, cooler than throwing knives. But specific iterations of throwing knives are obviously way better. Like, the throwing knives in Desperado, that's better than shuriken are. Desperado, the film starring Antonio Banderas from the 90s, by Rodriguez. Not like any other thing with that name. There might be something else that you... But anyway, those throwing knives are very excellent. He's got them in his belt. You know the scene. There's like a sky and stuff. They're walking down a road. He throws them at people. I don't mean to say that you should throw knives at people. That's not excellent. But in a movie, it's alright. They let you do it. But the chakram and boomerang are weapons that I think are cool. The chakram is a very cool weapon. People of my age and affections will remember this wonderful television show called Xena Warrior Princess, starring Lucy Lawless. And she had a chakram weapon, and she would, like, ululate and, you know, like, do her war cry, and then she would throw it at people or monsters, depending on the episode, and it would, like, bang into them, you know, and anyway, Xena was awesome. I could totally run around carrying a chakram. usually play mage. I just really like summons in general. I'm told that they're weak and stuff, but you know, if you just put a bird on top of your head in this game, you can go very far. Right, because mage is the one where you shoot your little lightning bolts or stars or whatever out of the little blue star things, and summoner is just the thing that's always around with you, like bird hat, or like there's like a cute little ghost lady thing. She you find her on a beach or something. It looks like a little starfish. I don't know. I think that's how you get her. It's all somewhat coming back to me, right? As I sit here fishing and catching just bass. Water candle, increase monster spawn rate. That's not what I want. Am I carrying that? I've been catching old shoes in tin cans. Those are not materials, which means I don't have to care about them. I'm gonna throw them back because I'm a bad steward of the land. Just a terrible, terrible person. Oh, I forgot to put the stuff in a box. Well, maybe we'll die soon and then we can go back home. The good news is the bait has lasted, like, forever. So we should be okay for a bit. A duck. It quacked like a duck. That's how I knew what it was. The bad news is we're about to go here and die. No, first we'll make a crafting table. Or rather, put one down, because it occurred to me if I just carried several with me, then we would always have one. Alright, I'm tired of hearing the duck. Sorry, buddy. Oh, this song's fun. I don't know if I've ever heard this one. Maybe it's because we're reaching the purple corruption thing instead of the red one. And maybe it's got a different soundtrack? I don't know. I think that's what's going on. It's a cool track, though. It had sort of like a Old West thing going on. It had, oh, there we go. Eater of Souls. That takes me back. That was actually like the prefix for one of like my best friend and mine back in Halo 2 for our names, based on an inside joke that happened one day. But like those were our Xbox gamer tags started with TEOS for the Eater of Souls. Fun stuff. All right, we just want to make a lot of arrows, which we can do because we got all the stone. All right, 800 arrows later, and now we're just gonna go this way and maybe die immediately. This song is so good. The weird sound effects don't bother me at all. Is the ground poisonous there? It was kind of kind of pulsing. It was ominous. I don't know if we should be... Wait, no, this isn't what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to build the platform thing so that... That's right, I remember. We can't break through there. We can't break through there. We're gonna have to fight. And by fight, I mean stay right here. Haha! Never should have come here. I think we can be fine here, right? We'll just be very safe. They probably won't be able to do anything about it. And then the arrows will fall like right back down, and it's gonna be, oh yeah, look at that. Okay, don't look at that. We're in trouble. No, we're fine. Yeah, this is excellent. We got them. Oh yeah, we've our armor amount now is pretty solid to where we're only getting hit for like, you know, 6 or 8 chunks. It's not nearly so bad as it could have been. Hey, Chase. Whoa! That one is called the Devourer. You can tell by the way it is. Not ideal. Oh, man. Alright. There's our heal. There we go. Because, like, you shoot them up, right? Oh, no, not like that. And then you wait underneath the falling hail of arrows. And then you don't die at the end? Question mark? And then you don't die at the end. Oh, no. There's so many. Okay. "12 seconds. That looks like the stuff that hurts you if you run into it. It was unwise. Alright, good news. We're now sort of stuck here a little bit. Well, not looking great. We made it out! Ish. Look, a turtle! And a dude that's like sleeping there. Oh no! Oh no! The turtle's not there anymore. It's not my fault. I didn't do it. I was worried about the arrow for a second, but it turns out the Eater of Souls hates turtles. Alright, so Sleeping Angler is sleeping here. Alright, good news. We have brought an enemy to this dude while he was sleeping through no fault of his own. You only have 3 RRs. Like, oh, good night, Oxy. Sorry, I'm like, got distracted from all of that. Oh man, I'm way behind in the chat. Sorry, guys. Water candle is furniture in the dungeon. Okay. Enchanted worms with falling stars. Yes, hello Chase. I'm doing okay. Corruption was the original one? Okay. You only have 3 RRs. The Zodes, the Dryads, and the Ghost Knights. You'd be missing the Way Watchers of Drakira. Those are the Way Watchers. You'd be missing an Eternal Guard one with spears and shields. There's like an Azrai Spears War Dancers ROR, and then oh god, what's the name of the infantry with the great swords? The AP anti-infantry ones that aren't War Dancers. They have the cloaks and stuff. Anyway, those guys, they have an ROR also. But those might have been from, like, Warhammer 1, maybe? I don't know. I'm like, all of those are, like, classic units. Because Dryka was, like, a free LC at some point. I'm just working from memory here. Chase, you say no, I'm trying to minimize my dependence on Wikipedia? I haven't looked at Wikipedia at all. I'm this bad at the game without research. Nobody taught me how to be this bad. No. Through the hard efforts of chat, I often learn some things. And then also really annoy them when I ignore their good advice. But such is the nature of dealing with me in a video game. Oh no, the crab! Oh, the crab has 40 HP. The crab might actually be an enemy for all I know. Yeah, well, he's surely an enemy now. Oh, you can play all of them? Oh, I don't know. Do you have, like, the Total War account link thing? You must. You've got all the other stuff. I'm not sure that's weird. Well, I didn't beat the game. I beat the Wall of Flesh. It's not the same. I just got to hard mode. Hey, fish chip. No! I didn't think this through. I'm like, yes, I'll simply go out here in the middle of the night. Do I have one of those potions that makes me glow? Hey, there we go. This is increased night vision? This is increased night vision? I urge you to get all the way out of here. It says the effect is active. I leave it to you, dear person witnessing this, to say if this is increased night vision or not. Codswallop, I say. Yeah, plus we need, like... you know, to protect ourselves from harm. Alright, can't build through a tree. Alright. Now we're safe. In here where nothing bad can happen to us. Probably? Hey Pathfinder, how are you? Oh, if I continue to be... yeah, I mean, I don't have any, like, intention to look anything up. It's not really how I play games, typically. Unless I'm, like, trying to be competitive at them, which I don't really do anymore. Yes. Alright, there we go. Now we can make it better by adding a door here. Amazing. I don't think we make this like a livable house, because then someone will move in here, and then if we ever want to talk to him, we're gonna have to go all the way here, which doesn't seem ideal. But even if we don't have a good foundation, we shouldn't just be walking around on sand here, so we'll get some nice... Some nice wood to stand on. Alright. Time to go to war. These Eaters of Souls really are coming in. I guess, like, we're just so close to it there that they can't help but visit. Yeah. Oh no! And in the daylight, we'll go out. There's like a chest out there in the water, which, because we have our little inner tube thing, we'll be able to quite casually go and get. I've never had that item in the past. I've defeated the 50th zombie. Oh, this one is a even larger Eater of Souls. It has the same amount of HP as the other ones. It just looks scarier. Hey, Autumn. How's it going? One day Infernum will call me. Perhaps. Perhaps. Alright, we're carrying around all this junk. Just a little daunting. But if we try to go home, we'll just die, right? And probably, okay, Enchanted Nightcrawler. We make a worm with the Fallen Star, but first we should make... These things are probably more important than all of that other stuff is, right? Because the permanent increase has got to be better. And then most of this trash is like actually for something, so you don't want to just get rid of it. We left home with too much stuff, you know. We got all these building materials, ridiculous. Worm tooth? Oh no. That is a horrifying proposition. Worm tooth. Alright, can we make anything cool? Poison darts? And these sort of higher damage arrows you can make, but it's like 1 star for 10 arrows, so that would be after you've already got all of your magic things unlocked. A dolphin, unless it's a porpoise. Hello! Yes, an hour shines upon our meeting. No! No, talk to me, dolphin! Be my friend! How... Yes, here's a bass. Accept it in the spirit that it is offered. I don't think he wants the bass. It's a shame. You know, it really could have helped. Alright, there's an enemy nearby, so if we go down, we might be slain. But what's the worst that'll happen? We'll have to go home and lose all our money, but then we'd be able to put our stuff up. That would be good. We'll eat the burger first. After all, okay, so if we get to the bottom, then we're going to get to a chest while we're drowning. Yeah, good call on him. I'm like... I think you're picking a class just using all types of weapons. Yeah, I, on my earlier playthrough, the one that I, got to hard mode on and then quit, I don't think I properly picked a class at all. We'll put a kite here. This is a good place for that. This helmet doesn't need to be anywhere. It's obsolete. Yeah. Oh yeah, earlier today in the Celeste stream, Autumn, because I think you didn't have the audio on. You had said, but yeah, I just had to. I had real life obligations. I wasn't like, oh, I'm done with this. I'm stopping now. Like I was just on a timeline. I wasn't that annoyed. You know, I would have like, oh no. All right, he's okay. It's just crabs. It looks like on the bottom. I'm like, I drowned him. Says, he might have a job for you. Don't think you can say no either. I never have talked to this guy before. In the other runs, I just, like, ignored him. It's like, out in the forest, I was fishing, right? Well, guess what? A bunny hopped up to me. Then another one hopped up, and another. Suddenly, I'm surrounded by bunnies. One even swam up to me from the water, but it had no legs. I fell out of my chair in surprise, and all the bunnies scurried off. I want that bunny fish as a pet. Oh, no! Okay. We were under attack from a crab. Alright. Continue your story, dude. Jeez. I fell out of my chair in surprise, and all the bunnies scurried off. I want that bunny fish as a pet, so you better catch it for me pronto. Caught in surface. The bunny fish. Out in the forest. He says, I'm a kid, you need to give me a house. Are you dumb? Yes, I get to be alone with all my fish. Why is the ocean my favorite place to go? It has tons of cool fish, duh. So this is a child angler. I did not know. Maybe we do need to make the house better then. If he's gonna, like, want to live in it. Not least because, you know, this isn't really a safe environment for a child. Not like, I don't want to get all preachy about it, but there are foes at the veritable doorstep. And he's casually just, like, running around. Just shockingly cavalier about the whole thing. Like, on one hand, good for him. Surely he is closer to enlightenment than I am. But on the other, like, panic a little bit. What about the pincers? What about the claws? Oh, you can only catch the quest fish on that day. Well, it looks like it's time to go on a quest. That's not how to do it. Alright, so maybe that'll keep him out a little bit. If not, we'll build it even taller. Because I can just wall kick over it, right? Now we taunted him. Clean. Jay wants you as the official Tiny Island Errand Monkey. Alright, so we built the house, and I think he awarded himself to it. Yes. It's reserved for him, so no one else will try to move in. KP, I am not brand new to Terraria. I am not good. I have, like, just under 40 hours total. I played some in, like, November and December of last year. I got to hard mode and then quit. This is a new world. But I'm like really bad and I don't know anything. Oh my goodness. Oh, the humanity. Alright, the good news is we're gonna be much closer to this forest to try to fish up this rabbit. The best thing in the whole game is just putting a bunch of stuff in a box and never coming back to it again. There's basically no better feeling in gaming than that. Everybody knows that. Yeah, I got the piggy bank in a previous run and then I just never used it and it ended up being a waste. So I just figured that I'll never have money. Alright. Is there a place to fish over here? Maybe. You have one at home and carry one with you. Yeah, it was like there was something with it that just like annoyed me and then I never, it's like, maybe you have to like put it on a specific kind of object. Anyway, I remember thinking, oh, it's a solution, and then thinking, never mind, no it isn't. I'll just lose all my money every time I die, I don't care. I'm not a good video game player. I get real petulant about mechanics. It has to go on a table or a platform. That must have been what it was. Like, because I would have gotten it, like, when I didn't have a lot of access to money in the game, and I would have been, like, you know, even newer than I am now, which is very new, and... Oh, no. Just like trying to fight with the slime over who gets to climb up and losing the fight. Ow. Okay. Okay, so the throwing knives don't get thrown very far, but they are very stylish. And they do send a message, so we're going to keep on pursuing that idea. Alright, so we fish here, maybe? You're locked in here with me! Alright. Now that that's taken care of, we can fish. And we'll have a little lantern thing here, you know. A lantern or a torch, you know, whichever. As if there's no difference. I don't know if it's deep enough to fish in. We'll find out. It is too small. It is not deep enough for fishing, and we found out. Alas. Yeah, the quick stack button. Yeah, I need the inventory management is tough for me. It's why I quit the second time. I quit the first time because I went to hard mode and it was too hard. And then I quit the second time because I got frustrated with the inventory. Like always. Heal, yes. I can't. But good idea. Oh! You know, my hand was right over the E key, which will cunningly send a grappling hook out like that. Yeah, I did hit H, but we don't have any healing items. I guess we could have been carrying these mushrooms. They only heal 15. It's more than nothing. We could have died slightly later, and that would have been very good indeed. No, not like that. Ah, why? Alright, this is a bad plan. You can tell it is by the way it isn't working. The real wall will need to be at least 4 times as far underneath the water. Alright, now let's go fishing. The piggy bank goes across the worlds? Wow, that is impressive. Alright, there's a zombie down there. It doesn't look like he can jump high enough to get to us. We caught the seaweed. That's very good. Very excellent indeed. You never know when you'll need one. Can buy heal pots from the merchant. Ah. Title of the character. Yeah, I remember being surprised when I went to make another world. No! Curse you, Joja-Cola! I don't even want to drink it. Terrible. So I only played Stardew like one time for 150 hours. But I didn't even go into Joja Mart like even one time. I don't mean to brag, but I immediately knew that I didn't want to. So they might have had some cool stuff in there. That's some content in the game I didn't see. Because I was like, I'm just not going to go inside And then, of course, spoilers, you don't have to. We've got an old shoe. It looks across the surface of the water and counters as far as tiles downwards. So if I fish like here, like so. No, that's 2. That is too high. The number 2. So like so, because then it's still a continuous flowing thing. Can build a toilet to increase efficiency. So that is very funny, but I don't know how. Do I have the technology? It doesn't appear that I have. It does not appear that I have the ingredients with me. Yeah, well, you know, Pierre's fine, but really it's about, like, hating what JoJo represents. And, you know, the way that their dude acts. And, because, like, from the minute you meet him, you know, he's just awful. And, look, I think you should judge characters in video games based on the way they behave, you know? And I was like, look, if you don't clearly see that I'm going to become an incredibly wealthy woman in this town, then you're making a big mistake, Mr. Huge. That's right, totally pretty womandom. And then before long, he's getting uppercutted, he's getting ran all the way out of town, and we're watching a movie in his old digs, you know. Never should have come here. And all without ever going inside. You say the guy before him in development was even worse. they tuned it down. They're like, you know, people already are ready to dislike this guy. Iron toilet, okay, yeah. Because too, of course, like I did notice that JoJo was the company that, you know, your character in Stardew works for, like, the conglomerate at the very beginning. When you're, like, in your soul-killing job. So, like, what sort of filial conduct is it to take this amazing gift from your grandfather's ghost, who's trying to, like, preserve you from the nonsense of your life by giving you, like, you know, this new opportunity, and then you go into the store to, like, you know, support the company that was destroying you? Couldn't be me. Say you're about to get superstitious about him. Do you have to have a hero in your army that isn't wearing one in order to get it? Perhaps that's the case. Maybe you can't get extra ones unless there's something like a slot there. Maybe you need to have one person not wearing one. The Lord can definitely be wearing one. But maybe if every hero is wearing one, then you can't get it. I don't think it would be turn capped. I seem to remember getting them several times, basically in a row. Hey, Log. Oh, the stream's been okay. We've actually been fishing very regularly, which, if you're familiar with me, I tend to be, what's a charitable way to put it? Lacking in focus when it comes to fulfilling my video game goals. So it's always nice to do the title of a stream and then actually do it. 7 years in the army and you're still getting it? Huh. Yeah, maybe it's just bad luck. Because it says just fight a battle, right? On the ancillary, because they tell you how to get them when you get them. I think all the ones in the game do. Easier to fish with a better rod and bait. Okay, yeah. I had been saving my my star because I thought we wanted more mana stars, but now I'm thinking, you know, we don't even have anything to cast that with. The Wand of Sparking is, you know, fine. So let's make Enchanted Nightcrawler bait. We've got the gold worm, so we could be using that, I guess, too. The crate gives us some lead ore and hunter potions and apprentice bait. 15% bait power? That's worse than a worm. That should be called novice bait. What a rip. Save the gold worm. Got it. That gold worm and I are gonna go places together. They won't necessarily be places that gold worm wanted to go. We're just gonna carry these old shoes with us. You never know when you'll need them. Throw the trash into an extractor and return into bait. I understand what those words mean. I don't think I know how to make that thing. So we'll just leave that right there, you know, in case we want to go fish anymore. That's where we can do it. 5 gold ore, nice. Alright, so... It's a station you find. I see. We totally forgot to go and seek the chest at the bottom of the ocean, so we're gonna go do that now, and maybe do some fishing along the way. We're gonna drink the swiftest potion. Hooray! I am the fastest boy. Look at me. You know, we failed the bunny mission, the bunny fish. You know, that's... He's gonna have to wait. I've gone up to the top of one of these before. There's like harpies that live in them or something like that. I thought it could be a cool place to live in myself, but there were a bunch of harpies, so, you know, they already... At least I think there were harpies. There was something. Some kind of angry bird creatures, if memory serves. Oh no! I found the trash that I put down. You know, it just goes to show you can never litter efficiently enough in Terraria. Clean. Ancient Shadow Scale Mail. That sounds awesome. Yeah, it is. Alright, it gives us 7 defense and 5 crit damage. 7 defense is a lot better than 3. It's a number that I can't even quantify. I don't even have, like, the vocabulary to put into words how much better 7 is than 3, but it is better. Gallius, the traveling merchant, has arrived. You know him, he's from Gaul. A very French merchant. We have defeated 50 Eaters of Souls and now have a infinite amount of treasure. Ancient armors use the old style. Ah, nice. Oh, right, it doesn't grab trees. Why did I think it grabbed trees? The squirrel hook from the zoologist. Okay, that must have been the hook that I just bought in the other game. Alright, so... Well, this is probably enough. Good news, there's not a chest right there. But we'll find out where it is gradually and then suddenly. Ha 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 ha! Oh no, am I gonna... Alright, whew! I was like, well, we're gonna find out. The good news is that your buoyancy flips you out of the water, so we could actually jump incredibly high into the air. or rather, sort of high into the air, by simply letting go, and then, in an equal and opposite way, going like 100 above the surface of the water. How fun! The more you know. That's, of course, thanks to this little inner tube. It guards us, and gives us the ability to jump out of water. Alright, well, I was hoping there would be a chest here, I guess. You didn't know you could jump high with the inner tube? Yay, I got to teach you something. Hooray. That's my favorite, is when somebody knows like a ton about a game, and then me being a weirdo gets to see something that's like new to them. Hey, Orange Froggy. You used to call them stupid beetles. One of the best pyramid armors. Oh, great. Almost running out of air, but not running out of air. Yeah, I don't think I'm missing one, so I think we just, you know, don't have one on this side. That's alright. We're just gonna try to run home. No, we're gonna try to get these seashells, and maybe the ghosts of the past will come to us once more. Because it looks like this corruption's gonna ruin Dude Man's house before too long. Goldfish, yellow dolphins? Well, that is what they are. But no, I do not know. I didn't even know that was the name of the version. You know, I don't have a lot of experience with this game. I played it 8 months ago, 9 months ago, maybe something like that. I think I played it on Christmas. You know, I was at home, so. But I only remember that because I looked at the dates on my achievements earlier. I'm like, when did I play Terraria? People are asking me. You know, the people clamor for information about the past, and I am uniquely situated to provide it. Oh no, not again. Not again! Okay, yes again. We're gonna... Alright, now we're fine. They're big chunky boys, so they can't get through this little gap here, but you can shoot through it. Some of the models can probably fit through, if they go at a very specific angle, but it looks like most of them will just get stuck there a little bit. Shame, really hate that for them. Must be embarrassing. Couldn't happen to me. Alright. Never mind. I have now broken everything and I don't remember how to... Alright, yeah, so like... Is there a way where I don't have to see the hat? I don't like the way that it looks anymore. Now that I've got the armor on, I want to see my hair again. I don't know. Old man. Couldn't you just say man? I'm called Dennis. Have to put something else in cosmetic to hide it. I see. Well, that's a shame. I mean, it was fine until I got the armor. We're under attack by flying fish in a snowstorm. This is the sort of thing that could happen to anyone, but always feels like it happens to you and only you. Hey, Natasha. You watched the last Terraria stream? Did you see I built a house? Well, I mean, for other people. It's not my house. I built a place to put my boxes. That's the same as a house. You wish they let you play as a fox, because you could do the setup maybe to make it look more like that, but then once you get a cosmetic item, it would mess with it. I see. There was a yellow dolphin there, but it's all fine now. This mountain likes to turn you a wolf. That is very excellent. It's not as good as changing into a bear, but it's not a competition. Turning into animals is very good. Plug for the Animorphs again, you know, as I'm always talking about. So there's this book series with a 1.5 million books that I used to read whenever I was growing up, and still could read today if I wanted, called Animorphs, where there's like some aliens and some teenagers get the power to absorb like the genetic information of animals, and then they can transform into them. And my favorite character was called Rachel, and she was like very hardcore, and she loved to fight like so much, and her like big morph was she would turn into a grizzly bear, and then she would just absolutely wreck shop, and she was just wonderful. Everybody else compared to her was like a very reasonable person, and she was like not at all, and I just loved her. I love a character like that, who's like, no, I don't want to be cool, I want to smash stuff. Autumn Rachel's funny names. Awesome, yeah. Yeah, no, she, I just love her so much. I love all those books, like, you know, Jake and Marco and Cassie are all very excellent, and Tobias is very excellent too, but Rachel, like, that's my girl. Anytime she showed up, I'm like, yeah, get him. Alright, we need to make more... Oh no, what did I do? I hit E. I'm like, I need to make more arrows, but I don't have any more rocks. We are here, a sad and stoneless hobo. I guess we'll go home. I don't think we have rocks there either, but I probably put him into a box. That's the kind of thing I do. I believe I got some. Alright, so this is where I live. This is my little house here. It's got a torch and a couple of boxes. Yeah, I have 19 recall potions. Let's carry those with us, huh? Let's put a little... Oh, no. Of course, in my quest to be able to play Terraria, I had to change the resolution lower than my... lower? Yeah, lower than my monitors. And so, if I tab out of the game, it won't run in borderless, but, yeah. Exactly, Natasha. And that means comfort. A nice little hobbit hole. Alright, so... Now, even more things to favorite. We have, like, literal trash. And unless we literally make, like, a heap for it, where does it all go? We need to wake up the dude and try to sell him some stuff. We need to wake up the dude and try to sell him stuff. After all, we could just sell him trash. We've sold him, like, a wooden greaves before. Oh, buongiorno, Seymour. Ça va? Half off umbrellas? He's not even selling umbrellas, and I bet they're not really half off. Man, that guy is really just, like, giving way too much money for these shells. They grow on trees. Wow, 70. I'm rich! No, not those. That's a material. These are materials, too. Well, this is a material that sells for 2 gold, so I'm gonna do it. And then, if I want more later, then I will lament my decisions. We're just gonna give him this trash. Not like the ores, you know. That bait is terrible, but we still might want it someday? No, I don't believe that. Seaweed, no value. Seaweed's good for lots of things, man. This game can be harsh. But I guess that's the merchant talking, you know. Yes, a forest pylon. I do not have enough money for one. Save for later. Yeah, like, I was only selling the other materials because they gave you so much, you know? Like, we got 5 gold now. How wealthy. The piggy bank, you know, will do it, and then I'll continually forget to use it, and that'll be fun. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, Tasha, another inventory, the best. Oh boy, this is great. It's always what I want. More places to put things and forget about them. Good. Yeah, DK. Yeah, the quick stack is... Oh, it's right here. To nearby chests. Oh. Well, that's a good button, isn't it? So I can just stand here and hit the button, and then it'll go to the chest that it's supposed to be in. Well, that'll help. I was like, I know I can go here, but that's like an internal thing. This being out of the inventory. Very nice. Won't have to keep looking at all of them. It's a significant friction point to me, which is not the game's fault at all. I know it's a me thing. But here's the thing about being me, is I can't just like stop. It's not that simple. So if I can find a way to make this work, then that's good, because I quite liked the game when I played it and gave up the first time. Alright, we need stone for arrows. No, we need to... Oh, you said it's nice thing about journey mode. Connect it and you just clone it infinitely. I was thinking of doing it this time. I wanted to give it just one more try. Cause I figured a lot of the stress for me was a lot of worms to catch. Yeah. Do I need the net for that, or do I just like find them? Yeah, I think... Oh yeah. We came home to get arrows. Yeah, I don't have any stone here. And I didn't buy a net. But now I did. Hooray! Can buy arrows for 25 to a silver. Seems fine. I'll just spend like a gold and a half on arrows, and now I won't have to think about them for a while. 2,700 arrows is a good number. Alright, now we are free to move about the country. With our handy-dandy net in hand, we'll be able to... Oh yeah, worm! Glorious stuff. Can I catch fish? Wow. Consumable? Its smiling might be a good snack, you monster. Oh, this is the, Yeah! Abby, we got her back. Abby is a very good ghost. I was like, it was the flower. I've just always found it on a beach. I guess it doesn't have to be in a beach. In the shop, it says savings in the bottom right. Oh. Oh. Well, that's pretty good. Alright, so this is a very good flower. Knockback, crit chance, and damage on it. Just excellent all around. Now we've got to summon. Of course, like, we would still want a bird hat if we could find one. But Abigail is very nice. She grows near tombstones, I see. Because there's a lot of wonderful things about a summon in a game like this, you know. Constant companionship, it lets you see where you're at. Because you're like, man, where did I go? I disappeared. Abby shows up really well in the dark, relative to the night sky, relative to you. So, you know, you've got that. Can I catch a duck? He was probably afraid that I was going to try. You know, they hold your enemies still. When one appears, especially like a flyer, summons are so good because they'll see where their health damage is taking, and then deal with it that way. Do these trees grow any taller? I don't think so. But I love summons in general. Like, I love archers a lot in games, but summoners are like my very favorite thing, basically. Bonus points if it's like, summoning animals like a druid. But my favorite summon is, of course, Bird Hat. Because it's a blue bird, because it's like Luca from, which I always call it Luca, from my Minecraft world. So that's my favorite summon, Even though people don't think he's very good, he's very valiant and brave, and that's important, He takes the fight to the enemy. Stone. Yeah. What a great find. Oh no! I have no idea what's happening. The music's intense though. Maybe it's about to be a thunderstorm? Can I hit the umbrella and take it? You cannot. That's thunderstorm music. It's so good. I wish I played this in band. I would have played the timpani. This is a cool part. As a percussionist in high school, my first thought when hearing any music is, oh, this would be fun. You could hit a drum while you were paying attention to when you were allowed to hit a drum. .45, they'll strike trees to have lightning effects. Nice! My scorpion! 10% bait power. Well, my scorpion to rule them all. Now the thunderstorm music is battling with the music of the Purple Lands. Of course, now we're better able to deal with it. We were supposed to go to the right. To see if we could get... I'm like, that's right. We were supposed to go to the right once we got the arrows because we wanted to see if we could get a cool item from the chest in the ocean. I remember. There's another Don't Starve crossover you like to talking next. What's the first Don't Starve crossover? I know the Cyclops guy is one. The Deerclops. Is Abby also a Don't Starve crossover? The axe drops from Deerclops, yeah. I never played Don't Starve, not really. I must have played like 20 minutes at some point. I used to know somebody that was very into it that played it like all the time, but I was playing other stuff, This is whenever I was playing Warband. Back when I started my channel. Once upon a time. Once upon a time. Alright, so that's not working. We will have to build a rope. Rain Song, that's a sword? It is a playable instrument. Can I like play this song on my guitar now? We're gonna wait until it's not around, and then we'll try out and see what it is. Anyway, if I can just play this song sometimes, if I can just like beat out a tasty tune while we're supposed to be like fishing, that's really gonna impress that angler. I tried to catch a bird. The bird knew I was trying to catch it. It didn't work. Piranha. They're not actually very well suited to dealing with someone who can walk on water, or with the summon at all. Of course, any foe that relies on evasion is going to have a bad time against a summon, especially one as attentive as Abigail. I'm willing to let anything go. We play it now. It looks like we're playing it, but... Oh. Is it actually playing different notes? It says on the screen... I don't know. Hey, Liam. This is called Terraria. It is a sandbox game that has enemies and bosses and crafting elements. I'm not very good at it. Everybody here could tell you more about it than me. We're here in a thunderstorm. In real life, it is not storming. It plays the chord. Okay. A drum, oh marvelous. How far in the direction the cursor is? I was like, yeah, we've got a G major and then it's just because these are the chords in this song? That would make sense, I guess. I'm like, I know some of these chords on guitar. Coffee! Coffee! Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to drink coffee again. Oh, heal, right. I will eat a mushroom for 15 heal points. There's pianos and you can't play them. That is a tragedy. I love the water physics in this game. They make me so happy. I like that, you know, there's a finite amount of water. But expanding. Ah, rich mahogany. Which is almost certainly anywhere you find it an Anchorman reference. It is deeply unlikely that it's for any other reason. I'm about to die again. You say you're enjoying the unorthodox playstyle. Yeah, you can always depend on me for that kind of thing. We're gonna take off our wall kick shoes because I need more vine rope. Stone, that's just what I needed. I'm breaking all the rules. Yeah, I'm not aware of what the rules are. And, you know, if you don't care, then it doesn't matter. Heyo. What do we have here? Armored Egglet. For defense and movement speed, there we'll shed. Do we get rid of our step stool? But it's so handy. We'll get rid of the shackle for that. Movement speed is worth 1 defense for 5 movement, surely. Bottle scoring woods, lots of arrows, decent. And I guess we go down here a bit, just trying to see if we can find bird hat, right? And probably kill a gnome. There always seems to be one that wants to die. Hey, here we go. And we get leaf wand, all these things, normal stuff. Gills potion for water breathing seems good. We don't need 2 of those guitars. Wow, okay. The good news is the summon does damage as it goes through it. You know, we'll just leave the chest there. It's a nice chest, but whatever. There's something over there, which means we almost certainly can't mine it. That's the rule of the game. If you can see it, you can't touch it. You're supposed to do things in order, and I don't do that, so mainly you just gotta ignore a lot of stuff. You say if you were trying to get one, you would never... Yeah, you just gotta fight in a thunderstorm, I guess, maybe. You said, how long have I been playing Terraria? I played for like 35 hours, like 8 or 9 months ago. That's all of my experience. I beat the Wall of Flesh, you know, and then I got to hard mode and it was too hard and I quit. And then I tried to start again, and then I kind of like threw a fit because I got frustrated with it. Oh, well, there goes that money. Oh well, should have put it in the bank, huh? But yeah, Rain Song. And also, I'm gonna put it in the chat because I want people to go listen to it. So, if you're not familiar, and you may not know, so there is a band called Sunny Day Real Estate, and they have a song called Rain Song, and I like it. They're like obscure. We're not gonna listen to it here, you know, but I'm gonna find it and put it into the. Yeah. There you go. So this is a band called SDRE. They're like absolutely core to the early 2000s emo experience, right? They have this record called Diary. It's really good. Rain Song would have been off of the Rising Tide, so not off of their like most important album. But anyway, the name of the guitar reminded me of SDRE, as things often do. So if you guys want to hear some awesome stuff, you know, check out that. I put that in the chat. You know, SDRE doesn't know who I am. I'm just a fan. They're not my friends. Sometimes I plug my friends' stuff, but today they're just guys. Moderately famous guys. But I assume maybe it's a reference in there. But yeah. I actually really like that song. It's probably my favorite on that record, The Rising Tide. Their style's not for everybody, but I quite like it. Owl! Alright, so... In savings, we have nothing. So... I don't even really understand what's going on there. So how did we have any money at all? Zeppelin Rivers possibly? Yep, could be. Alright, so... Well, it doesn't matter. Back to it. Alright. Gotta call Abby. I'm always forgetting my summons. I went to one of him. Yeah, probably. I'm just having too much fun. I'm just like, maybe if I talk quieter, I won't be breaking the compact. Because, of course, sure, I'm dying and losing all my money, but you don't lose your stuff, and the money is meaningless. All you can buy with it is stuff anyway, and what's that worth? I mean, obviously, if I could buy, like, a cat license, it would be worth a lot. But I don't have that NPC yet. I could, like, build a house until she shows up, but... Oh, dying doesn't take all the money. Okay. I'm like, it feels like I just, like, lost way more money than I should have even had access to. Like, did I get the piggy bank, not put the money back into it, and then... Wow. The edge guarding. Outrageous. That is a lot of piranha. So many piranha. And now there are less. So probably I just didn't put the money into the piggy bank. So like it seemed like more money than I should have had access to. That was only like a one chest run, you know. We only found the one thing, I think. Abigail heroically deals with that guy. We heroically get some vine ropes. I didn't put it back. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, that, it makes perfect sense. It's what I assumed happened as soon as I saw that much money drop. I was like, isn't that more money than I should have been able to drop? And it was. I'm a genius. But we got our money back. Of course, that means that we're in a position where we can just throw this workbench down. No, let me put the money in. Alright, now everything's fine. Auto pause. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because I really didn't feel like I was getting too much added to the game by having the game keep running while I was paused. Maybe if I was like a good player and was trying to get a proper challenge, you know, make it too easy to be able to craft with the game not running around me. But here, you know, just being able to. So yeah, let's craft a mana crystal. Let's eat one of those. No, you can't. Yeah, I might disable it for all I know. Because honestly, I am kind of used to being able to move around and... Okay, yeah, because... I don't know. I think I'll be fine. As I fall into the hole. Yeah, I think I'll be fine just with the rainbow, but I do appreciate you pointing it out. I'll certainly keep it in mind. Oh, and we can get coral and stuff. Breathing reed. Oh, this just lets you breathe out of the top. Of course, you can go very, very high. Does it make my breath actually last a good while longer? Find out today. More shark bait stuff, money, recall things, you know, normal stuff. Yeah, it looks like it definitely gives me longer breath time. Let's jump out of the water again! Oh no, barely at all. Lasts longer while we hold only. Ah. Alright, bad news. We don't have enough space for all of this. Good news. What is the good news? Oh yeah. Yeah, it's stronger than my sword is. But average speed and weak knockback, so. But it is a... Hiya! We're about to die. No, we made it out alive. We don't grab the bombs of money, except I don't have any bombs in my inventory, so I couldn't. Oh no! Oh, I'm about to die. Maybe not. I've never beat this guy before. Maybe we'll get him. Nope, it's not looking good. And with a steel chair. Alright, maybe we can just fight him out here in the water and use... Nope. We got him, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just drown him. Oh no, the other slimes float though. Alright, so we got him. He's fine. We just got these slimes to deal with. I think we'll be okay. We'll be able to go in between the two of them. Yeah, that's how we'll cheese it. We've got 2,000 arrows. That'll be enough. Oh, no, it won't. Oh, man. Alright. Chew on the mushroom and underneath the slimes. You say, wait, did I actually find a king slime summon? These happen to me all the time, dude. They always show up when I'm doing something and they kill me. I've never beat one. They never happen when I want them to. Well, we might be able to get him here. Maybe. That might have been whatever I was doing whenever I quit the game the last time. Like, trying to find items in a chest and it not working. Oh no, I came out of the water. That's not what I wanted to do. Back to safety. I think we're gonna get him. Oh no. Okay. Now we're fine. I let him get too close. We needed to get up, but couldn't get the separation. Here up above him will be fine. Eat our little health item. No! I drowned. I stopped paying attention to the breath meter. I was trying to stay at a good distance between the slime. Forgot that we were fighting in a strata of water. There you go. Rough stuff. Well, there you have it. No, I'm not quitting because we didn't win. I'm quitting because it's 1:11 a.m. and that is a little bit longer than I'm supposed to be streaming in the morning, but... Yeah, you know, the best part of it, Autumn, was that it was entirely organic cheese, you know, like, there was nothing synthetic about that. I was already doing that with my time, and then the boss appeared while I was doing that with my time, and then I just, like, extrapolated, like, my, you know, I had the accessories that I had, and they ended up working very well with it, so, seemed pretty cool. And it almost worked, you know, if I had just been more disciplined with remembering to breathe, it would have been fine, alas. But anyway, thank you everyone, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, really hope you've enjoyed. Good night everyone, good night Natasha, good night Autumn, good night KP, good night Luke. Good night Cinderboy. Good night, Liam, if you're here. Good night, Burb. I appreciate all of y'all hanging out and being patient with me. Good night, Orange Froggy. Good night, Fish, Chip, and Chase. Good night, Jake. Good night, everyone. Yeah. Madeline, just breathe. Indeed. It's hard to remember sometimes, but anyway. Play Calamity. I can barely even play on normal. Dash, you're saying you play on only master mode and you fight him with 5 hearts, you wouldn't be able to do it. Yeah, well, you know. Yeah, I found one. I found one in like a thing under the water or whatnot. But yeah, so almost got it done. But yeah. Thanks, everybody. I'll be up in, 8 or 9 hours, and I'll be streaming then, and I don't work tomorrow, and I don't think I have to do anything at all, so I should be around. Probably playing Total War for most of the day, but maybe not. Maybe something else. Maybe I'll play this. I had a lot of fun. Anyway, thanks, everybody. You have a good night, and maybe I'll see you in another stream or video. If you're watching in the future, disregard all the time-sensitive information. I hope the weather is nice. That's all I've got for you guys. Later.